Hello and welcome back to the channel. Soul here, and today we have another installment of Soul's Not So Quick Guide, episode 3. And today we're going to talk about specifically Scorchers and Grapplers. Essentially, how to engage bases that have Grapplers and you're attacking with your Scorchers. So this afternoon I did a couple of attacks after I did a booster run on an operation attack using Scorchers. So let me show you the stats of my Scorchers. So this is max level Scorchers. They have 43,000 base health with 975 damage per second. Adding 2,250 extra burning damage over 5 seconds. However, I was fully boosted, so at the time then I had essentially each Scorcher had 80,000 damage and some change, and then the damage per second was essentially almost 1,000, almost 2,000 damage per second, and then with the burning, we're talking of an extra 25, so essentially 5,000 extra damage per every 5 seconds. Now, I started doing my attacks, and I'm only going to show you the ones that the focus about the story, which is essentially Scorchers and Grapplers. So I started attacking with 8, and then on that attack, on the second attack, I lost 3, and then after that, then I went and started attacking with my 8 with just 5 Scorchers. So let me go ahead and show you. Let me make sure I have the right one here. No, this is not the right one. Sorry. 1, 2. Okay, here. So let's start with this one right here. All right. So the first thing that you have to think about when you are about to attack is, well, there you have the grappler. You have to look at your defenses and see what you're going to do. Some people, they go ahead and take out the grappler out because they don't want to deal with the grappler. My way of attacking is actually I use the grappler to my advantage. I can take out my Scorchers, which is that Doom Cannon, and whatever extra GB that I have, I'll take it for the Boom Cannons. So you're gonna see I engage the Doom Cannon, and I think I should engage one of the Boom Cannons. And since I'm only dropping 5 Scorchers, so I had 132 GB to start. Nope, so I didn't. How many grapplers did I have? Oh no, here I lost some of them. So here's the idea. So you essentially let the grappler grab you guys. You smoke your grapplers and you smoke your Scorchers where the grappler drops them. And then you wait for that smoke to clear, distract the troops, and then go from there. I'm gonna lose 3 Scorchers on this attack. Essentially because I run out of GB. But you're gonna see on the next set of attacks, because I had lead Scorchers, I had more GBE to essentially engage the Scorchers, not the Scorchers, the Boom Cannons, and that way I could manage better the damage that's being dished out. At this moment, I'm not geared for Scorcher attacks or Tang attack, so I don't have a lot of GBE. Therefore, I had to be very judicious in how I use it, and the end result was losing 3 Scorchers. Essentially, that's what I wanted to happen. I wanted to lose my Scorchers because I needed to load again after that operation. I had a back-to-back operation, so I needed to load Sukas again. So I wanted to get rid of the Scorchers, but then I found that I just kept winning even with 5 Scorchers. So let me just accelerate this. And this just showed the idea. The basic premise is use the grappler to your advantage to do a grappler flank, land in the middle, and then go from there. We're going to see on this second or follow-up attack what exactly is what I mean about. All right, so 2 seconds here. So this one you're going to see I landed 5 Scorchers and then 2 Sukas. Those 2 Sukas were landed by mistake because I was loading Sukas for the next operation, like I said. But here you're going to see again, there's a Doom Cannon, bunch of cannons. So this is a front-heavy base. And my decision was then to take out the Doom Cannon. After I took out the Doom Cannon, I may have taken out the Shock Launcher or maybe one of the Boom Cannons. But I want to say that what I did is take out the Doom Cannon, 1 Boom Cannon, and a Shock Launcher. All right, so I ended up taking the two cannons on the bottom and one of the shock launchers. And now I'm gonna land my troops. And essentially I let the grappler do what he does, which is, grab my troops. But then I keep it smoke. So those Scorchers are there safe and sound, essentially. I have just flanked the base. And now it's just a matter of shocking these two boom cannons right there. And then just let my guys just rip through the base. Alright, obviously, and this was a front-loaded base. He doesn't have any ice, I believe. No. So, I mean, if you had enough GBE to shock and destroy some of those cannon boom cannons, this, I mean, it's sort of an easy base. For me, it isn't, because after I drop my Scorchers, I only have 36 GBE left. So the things that I can do with those extra 36 GBE is not a lot. I can do 2 shocks, one flare, and maybe 4 smokes. I think that's about it. I can do 2 critters, a shock, and that's it. So with with the 8 Scorcher. With 5, then I have a lot more flexibility. I can drop 2 artillery, 2 barrages, 4 artillery, and that's have for 2 shocks. But that's essentially it, guys. You use the Scorcher for the grappler for your advantage. Smoke the troops in, wait for the smoke to clear, and then shock in. The Scorcher, uh, Jesus, the Scorcher, not the Scorcher, the grappler fires fast enough that you can go ahead and take advantage of that. So here, I launch how many? So this is another example. You see, I'm taking down the boom cannons on the bottom because I'm gonna land here on the top, but it's gonna take me some time for my troops to actually move forward. By the time they are about mortar length, so somewhere on the line of the mortars, that's when the grapplers gonna start grabbing them. So those 2 boom cannons in front of the HQ may prove to be dangerous. So those are where I'm focusing my GBE, as you can see. I take those 2 down. I may take a shock launcher, but I'm not completely sure. Yes, I do. One more. Blow. All right. So now I think I just landed my troops. Now my troops are just gonna go in. They're gonna clear that first and second row, and then the grappler is gonna start grabbing them. Right, here we go. That's the first Scorcher grab. Smoke him in. Don't smoke before, because what tends to happen is that depending on the angle in which the Scorcher is coming, let's say the Scorcher gets grabbed in this direction, then the bunch of Scorchers are gonna be essentially dropped in between. You see where that grappler and the boom cannon is in a line like that. In this case, because they're getting grabbed from the bottom, this thing froze up. Because they're getting grabbed from the bottom, we drop right in front of the grappler, just like you see right now. All right. So now I'm just letting my troops get grabbed. I'm not fighting the fact that they're getting grabbed. I'm just actually welcome it, because now I can then shock, start just burning everything out. You see, I threw 3 artillery shots to that hot pot, and now it's just a matter of time that this base is going down. There's nothing he can do to prevent it, and that's how you use the grappler to your advantage. Instead of wasting your GBE destroying the grappler, which then is going to prevent you from destroying stuff that can actually kill your tanks, then you use the grappler to your advantage. Do a flank to the back, or wherever that grappler is. Let that grappler grab you, smoke the troops in, and presto, just go from there. I've done this a lot of times in a lot of the bases that I found the grappler, and it's been highly effective in most cases, except in the first one where I lost 3 Scorchers. But that was mainly because I did not have enough GB to take out defenses that needed to be taken out. Well, guys, in any case, this is the end of Saul's Not So Quick Guide number 3, Scorchers and Grapplers. Let me know in the comment section if it helps, if you liked it. And yeah, take care. So let's check it out.